Beneath the surface of our world lies a darkness we can't explain. In this video, we're diving into 34 terrifying unsolved mysteries that defy logic and challenge everything we believe is real. From vanishings without a trace to eerie signals from the stars, these stories will send chills down your spine and leave you questioning reality itself. Are they supernatural forces, hidden conspiracies, or secrets humanity isn't meant to know? One thing's certain, you'll never look at the world the same way again. Grab a light, hold it tight, and join us if you dare for 34 scary mysteries that remain unsolved. 34 scary unsolved mysteries that will make you question reality. Our world often feels familiar and logical, but beneath the surface lurk secrets that refuse to be explained. From cryptic disappearances to cosmic signals, these 34 unsolved mysteries remain unsolved, taunting our understanding of reality itself. Let's venture into the unknown and explore the mysteries that might change the way you look at the world. 1. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, 9 experienced Russian hikers died under bizarre circumstances in the Ural Mountains. Their tent was ripped open from the inside. Some had fatal injuries, others were barefoot in the snow, and radiation was detected on their clothes. To this day, no theory, from avalanche to secret military experiments, completely explains what happened. 2. The WOW Signal. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Eman recorded a powerful 72-second radio signal from deep space. It was so unusual he scribbled WOW next to the data printout. Despite decades of searching, no one has identified its source, or whether it came from extraterrestrial intelligence. 3. The vanishing of Flight MH370. In 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 disappeared en route to Beijing with 239 people aboard. Despite an immense search effort, only scattered debris has been found. The plane's sudden diversion and mysterious silence have fueled countless theories, from hijacking to secret military operations. 4. The Tamam Shud Case. In 1948, an unidentified man was found dead on Somerton Beach in Australia, with a scrap of paper in his pocket reading Tamam Shud, meaning ended in Persian. Despite DNA efforts, his identity and how he died remains an unsolved enigma. 5. The disappearance of the Sodder children. On Christmas Eve 1945, the Sodder family's home in West Virginia burned down. 5 children were presumed dead, yet no remains were ever found. Years later, the family received strange photographs suggesting the children might still be alive. Was it a kidnapping disguised as a fire? 6. The Pollock twins. After 2 young sisters died in a car accident in 1957, their mother gave birth to twin girls who began exhibiting knowledge and memories seemingly belonging to their deceased sisters. Was this a chilling case of reincarnation or coincidence? 7. The Green Children of Woolpit. In medieval England, villagers found 2 children with green skin who spoke an unknown language. They claimed to come from a place called St. Martin's Land underground. The boy died young. The girl eventually learned English and described a subterranean world bathed in twilight. 8. The Toxic Woman, Gloria Ramirez. In 1994, hospital staff treating Gloria Ramirez noticed a strange, oily sheen on her skin and ammonia-like fumes coming from her blood. Several workers collapsed from exposure. Official explanations remain unsatisfying. Was it chemical contamination or something more sinister? 9. The Max Headroom Broadcast Intrusion. In 1987, Chicago TV stations were hijacked twice by an unknown person wearing a Max Headroom mask. No one knows who was behind the bizarre broadcast, which included cryptic jokes and references, and the culprit was never caught. 10. The Voynich Manuscript. This 600-year-old book is written in an unknown language, filled with bizarre plant drawings, astronomical charts, and nude figures bathing in green liquid. Despite decades of cryptanalysis, no one has deciphered its purpose or contents. 11. The lead masks case. In 1966, two Brazilian men were found dead on a hill, wearing lead-eye masks and formal suits. Beside them lay cryptic notes about energy capsules. No cause of death was ever determined. Were they attempting some supernatural experiment? 12. The Hessdalen lights. In a Norwegian valley, residents have witnessed mysterious balls of light zipping through the air for decades. Scientists have studied the phenomenon extensively, but no definitive explanation exists. Are they plasma? Alien probes? Earthly phenomena? 13. The dancing plague of 1518. In Strasbourg, France, hundreds of people suddenly began dancing uncontrollably. Many collapsed or died of exhaustion. No one knows whether it was mass hysteria, a toxin, or something supernatural. 14. The murder of Elizabeth Short, Black Dahlia. In 1947, aspiring actress Elizabeth Short was found brutally murdered in Los Angeles, her body severed in half. Despite a sensational investigation and dozens of suspects, her killer remains unknown. 15. The Overtown Bridge. Near Dumbarton, Scotland, dogs have leapt to their deaths from Overtown Bridge at an alarming rate. No scientific explanation fully accounts for the pattern. Some locals believe the bridge is cursed. 16. The Toxic Lady of Berkeley. In 1991, a woman named Kay Hooper fell ill and began emitting fumes that sickened hospital staff. Tests were inconclusive, and no definitive cause was ever determined, echoing the earlier toxic woman mystery. 17. The Circleville Letters. In the 1970s, residents of Circleville, Ohio, began receiving anonymous letters exposing dark secrets. One man died in a suspicious accident. The letter writer was never caught, and some letters continued even after a suspect was imprisoned. 18. The Hinterkaifeck Murders. In 1922 Germany, 6 members of the Gruber family were brutally murdered on their remote farm. Footprints in the snow suggested someone had been lurking for days beforehand. The killer and their motive remains a mystery. 19. The Bloop. In 1997, underwater microphones recorded an ultra-powerful sound in the South Pacific, nicknamed the bloop. The sound was louder than any known animal, but didn't match tectonic or man-made noises. Was it a massive undiscovered creature? 20. The Phantom Cosmonauts. Some conspiracy theorists believe the USSR sent cosmonauts into space before Yuri Gagarin and lost them. Recordings of distressed Russian voices in space fuel speculation, but no definitive proof has surfaced. 21. The disappearance of Brandon Swanson. In 2008, college student Brandon Swanson called his parents for help after driving into a ditch. He said he was walking toward lights in the distance, then cried out, "OS," and vanished. No trace of him has ever been found. 22. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. In 1590, settlers returning to Roanoke Island found the entire colony vanished, leaving only the word Croton carved into a post. No one knows what became of over 100 missing people. 23. The Death Valley Germans. In 1996, a German family vanished in California's Death Valley. Years later, searchers found scattered bones and belongings in a remote desert area, suggesting a desperate attempt to survive. But why they wandered so far off the road is unknown. 24. The toxic death of La Pasionaria. In 1976 Spain, communist activist Dolores Ibarruri reportedly emitted deadly toxic fumes upon dying, allegedly harming medical staff. Details are scarce, and some dismiss the story as political rumor, but the reports remain chilling. 25. The Ystel Woman. In 1970 Norway, a woman's charred body was found in a remote valley. Her labels were cut from her clothes. Her luggage contained wigs and coded notes. Despite a major investigation, her identity and fate remain unknown. 26. The Skeleton Lake. Rupkund Lake in India holds hundreds of ancient human skeletons scattered around its frozen shores. DNA tests show multiple groups died there centuries apart. Why so many perished in the same place is still debated. 27. The disappearance of Lars Mittank. In 2014, German tourist Lars Mittank fled a Bulgarian airport in apparent terror and vanished into the forest. Security footage shows him acting paranoid. Despite massive searches, he has never been found. 28. The death of Elisa Lam. In 2013, Elisa Lam was found dead in a water tank atop Los Angeles' Cecil Hotel. Elevator security footage shows her behaving bizarrely, as if hiding from someone. How she ended up in the tank remains unsolved. 29. The Tamanshit cipher. Separate from the Tamanshit scrap, police found a hidden code in a book linked to the Somerton man. The cipher has never been conclusively cracked, deepening the mystery of his death. 30. The Mothman sightings. In the 1960s, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, reported sightings of a giant winged creature with glowing red eyes. The creature seemed linked to the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge. Legend or harbinger of doom. 31. The lead coffins of Alexandria. In 2018, a massive black sarcophagus was unearthed in Egypt, containing 3 skeletons in red sewage water. People feared a deadly curse. Scientists are still analyzing who the remains belong to and why the sarcophagus was sealed. 32. The disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi. In 1983, 15-year-old Emanuela Orlandi, a Vatican citizen, vanished in Rome. Her case became entwined with conspiracy theories involving the Vatican, organized crime, and secret societies. Despite new investigations, her fate is unknown. 33. The Ghost Blimp. In 1942, a Navy blimp crashed in California. The crew had vanished mid-flight, leaving the controls operating normally. No trace of them was ever found. Did they fall out? Were they taken? 34. The Black Knight satellite. For decades, conspiracy theorists have claimed that an ancient alien satellite has been orbiting Earth, broadcasting mysterious signals. NASA dismisses it as space debris. Why these mysteries haunt us? The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. H.P. Lovecraft. Across centuries and civilizations, humans have been captivated, and often deeply disturbed, by mysteries that defy explanation. From vanished airplanes to eerie radio signals, from cryptic murders to cosmic puzzles, certain stories linger in our collective psyche like ghosts. They fascinate us, they terrify us, and they refuse to leave us alone. Why do these unsolved enigmas haunt us so profoundly? The answer lies in the human brain, in culture, in philosophy, and in the dark, echoing chambers of our own uncertainties about reality itself. Let's explore the reasons why mysteries exert such a powerful hold over our minds and hearts. 1. Mystery challenges our deep need for meaning. Humans are meaning-making creatures. From the earliest cave paintings to modern science, we seek patterns, causes, and explanations for everything we observe. When something resists explanation, a man disappearing in thin air, a signal from space, a cryptic death, it violates our deep belief that the universe is orderly and knowable. These unsolved puzzles become mental splinters we can't ignore. We obsess over them, because they threaten the comforting illusion that the world makes sense. Consider the Dyatlov Pass incident, where 9 hikers died under strange, violent circumstances in the Ural Mountains. Decades later, dozens of theories exist, from avalanches to secret military tests. We cling to theories because leaving the mystery unsolved feels intolerable. An unsolved mystery is like an unfinished sentence. It demands closure. Without it, we feel disoriented and vulnerable. 2. Mystery stirs our primal fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown is one of our most basic survival instincts. In prehistoric times, not knowing what rustled in the grass might mean the difference between life and death. This fear still simmers in our modern minds. Stories like the bloop, a mysterious underwater sound of colossal volume, tap into our primal anxiety that something gigantic and unseen might be lurking in the deep. Mysteries trigger that old fight-or-flight wiring, reminding us there are forces and creatures we may not understand or control. It's both exhilarating and terrifying. 3. Mystery connects to our fascination with death and the afterlife. Many unsolved mysteries center on mortality. Murders, disappearances, inexplicable deaths. Why? Because death is the ultimate mystery. Throughout history, humans have created myths, religions, and philosophies to answer what happens after we die. When a death is unexplained, like the Somerton Man or Elisa Lam, it stirs our deepest existential fears. It forces us to confront the fact that our own lives might end abruptly and without answers. Unsolved deaths become symbolic reminders of our own mortality, and that no one, no matter how safe or ordinary their life seems, is immune from vanishing into oblivion. 4. Mystery fuels our love for stories. Humans are storytelling animals. We're wired to craft narratives from fragments of facts. When faced with a mystery, our brains leap into action. We fill gaps with theories, weaving plots around clues. This makes mysteries incredibly engaging. They're like choose-your-own-adventure tales, where we become amateur detectives, piecing together motives, suspects, and secrets. It's why true crime podcasts, mystery novels, and unsolved documentaries are so addictive. They activate the same parts of the brain involved in problem-solving and imagination. 5. Mystery offers safe thrills. We're drawn to danger, but from a safe distance. Mysteries give us adrenaline rushes without physical risk. Watching a documentary on a mysterious disappearance or reading about a cursed artifact triggers fear and excitement. But we're safely on the couch, not lost in the wilderness or chased by shadows. Mystery provides a socially acceptable way to explore darkness. It lets us peek into the abyss without falling in. 6. Mystery suggests hidden truths. Many unsolved mysteries hint at secrets hidden just out of sight. Conspiracies, forbidden knowledge, supernatural forces. Consider the Circleville letters, where anonymous threats exposed secrets in a small town. Or the phantom cosmonaut theory, suggesting the USSR lost astronauts in space before Gagarin's official flight. These mysteries suggest powerful people might be hiding truths from the public. Mystery lovers often share a deep skepticism of authority. Mysteries validate our suspicion that the official story isn't always the whole story. 7. Mystery stirs hope that there's more to reality. Not all mysteries are grim. Some fill us with wonder. They hint at realms beyond our comprehension. The WOW signal, a strong radio signal from space, raises the tantalizing question, are we alone? The possibility that aliens exist is both thrilling and terrifying. Similarly, stories like the Pollock twins, suggesting reincarnation, or sightings of cryptids like the Mothman spark belief that reality is far stranger and more magical than we've been taught. Mysteries feed our desire for enchantment in a world that often feels mundane. 8. Mystery invites personal connection. Mysteries often feel intimate. They're stories of individual lives, cut short or inexplicably transformed. Consider Brandon Swanson, a young man who vanished after saying "OS" on the phone to his parents. Such stories feel relatable because they could happen to any of us. We project ourselves into these mysteries, imagining our own families left without answers. This emotional connection makes mysteries more haunting than abstract puzzles. 9. Mystery resonates across cultures. Mysteries are universal. Every culture has stories of unexplained disappearances, creatures lurking in the dark, or cursed objects. The Green Children of Woolpit fascinated medieval England, while India has Rupkund Lake, filled with human skeletons. Mysteries are cross-cultural because the emotions they provoke, fear, wonder, curiosity, are shared by all humans. They remind us that while cultures differ, our psychological reactions to the unknown are strikingly similar. 10. Mystery challenges our ego. We like to believe we're masters of our universe. Science, technology, and human ingenuity have conquered diseases, split the atom, and sent humans to the moon. But mysteries remind us how much we still don't know. Despite supercomputers and satellites, we lose ships, miss signals, and stumble over ancient texts we can't read, like the Voynich manuscript. Mysteries humble us. They're a cosmic slap on the wrist, reminding us that knowledge has limits. 11. Mystery feeds spiritual and philosophical longing. Some mysteries touch spiritual nerves. People interpret them as signs from God, cosmic omens, or evidence of fate. Consider the Overtown Bridge in Scotland, where dozens of dogs have inexplicably leapt to their deaths. To some, it's just coincidence. To others, it's evidence of dark energy or supernatural forces. Mysteries blur the line between science and the metaphysical. They invite questions about destiny, free will, and cosmic order. 12. Mystery evolves with technology. Ironically, the more advanced our tools, the more mysteries we discover. We've launched telescopes that peer deep into the cosmos, only to find dark matter, dark energy, and signals we can't identify. We send robots into the ocean depths, only to record monstrous sounds like the bloop. Technology reveals new frontiers, ensuring mysteries will never run out. 13. Mystery reflects our psychological shadows. Carl Jung believed that humans have a shadow, the dark, hidden side of the psyche. Mysteries often symbolize these shadows. We're intrigued by serial killers, disappearances, and unexplained phenomena because they represent the chaos and darkness we keep buried within ourselves. By exploring external mysteries, we indirectly explore our own hidden fears and desires. 14. Mystery offers intellectual play. For some, solving mysteries is pure intellectual delight. Cryptographers obsess over unsolved ciphers like the Zodiac Killer's letters. Amateur sleuths pore over Google Earth, searching for Flight MH370. Mystery becomes a game, stimulating the brain and offering the tantalizing possibility of discovering something no one else has. 15. Mystery creates community. People bond over mysteries. Online forums, Reddit threads, and YouTube channels thrive on dissecting unsolved cases. These communities share theories, debate evidence, and sometimes even collaborate to solve cold cases. Mystery fosters connection, proving that even fear and confusion can unite us. 16. Mystery provides catharsis. Exploring dark mysteries allows us to process our own fears safely. We face death, uncertainty, and evil through stories, emerging stronger for having confronted them. It's a psychological form of exposure therapy. We scare ourselves willingly, so the real world feels less threatening by comparison. Why mysteries will always haunt us. So why do mysteries haunt us? Because they sit at the intersection of fear and wonder, knowledge and ignorance, reality and imagination. They remind us that for all our progress, we remain vulnerable, mortal, and profoundly curious beings. Unsolved mysteries are like open doors to another world, a world where the rules might be different, where secrets wait in shadows, where reality might be stranger than fiction. As long as humans exist, mysteries will haunt us. And perhaps that's a good thing. They keep us humble. They drive us to learn. They fuel our creativity. They make the world a place of infinite possibility. So next time you read about an unsolved mystery, the vanished colony of Roanoke, the lead masked men in Brazil, the eerie wow, signal from the stars, remember that these stories persist because they reflect who we are, seekers, dreamers, and explorers forever caught between fear and wonder. And maybe, just maybe, the most haunting mystery of all is this. Why do we need mysteries so desperately, even when they terrify us? Thanks for venturing into the unknown with us. These 34 unsolved mysteries remind us how much we still don't understand about our world, and maybe even reality itself. Which of these stories chilled you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your theories. If you enjoyed this dive into the eerie and unexplained, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you won't miss more spine-tingling mysteries coming your way. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, sometimes the scariest things are the questions that remain unanswered. Thanks for watching, and sleep tight.